ago. I can't believe just how empty it is. You never see Alton Towers just this empty, do you? So we lied when we said the next time we would see you was going to be at Yorkshire Wildlife Park. Where are we today, guys?
Alton Towers.
That's right. It's Saturday on a very, very quiet, it seems, day here at Alton Towers.
It's quite eerily quiet.
It is, isn't it? I've never seen the sort of entrance part so dead, really, in the ticketing area. It is absolutely just nobody here. And you can see the tent there behind us, which is I think where they're doing the bag searches and the temperature check-in, but we're going to go through all that and let you know what it's like. And yeah, we're here for a stroll around the gardens, so we just couldn't resist. We had the opportunity to get tickets, so we knew the weather was going to be good from looking at the forecast, and it
only just seemed right that this was his first trip of the year.
It did, didn't it? So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in there and just being in the Alton Towers grounds again.
Yeah.
What about you? It's been far too long, hasn't it?
I mean, these two were excited when we saw the well, they call it castle when we were driving in, so I think it just shows how excited we are.
We're very excited, but yeah, we'll be trying to show you whatever we can from maybe like the check-in procedures, any of the 2-meter markings on the floors,
any hand sanitizer stations,
yeah, if there's any of that going on, and any ride testing that we can maybe see. So yeah, we're going to show you what we can while we're in here for a visit to the Alton Towers Gardens and let you know what you can expect if you come in yourself. I'm sure we're around here. There we are, look. I can see me.
Yeah.
Just there.
That's awesome, that, isn't it?
That's a really cool gift.
Yeah.
So these steps are the little 2-meter marks for where everybody stands. Look, can you see them all going back?
Yeah.
All the way up and round towards the car park.
Tells us about the temperature checking.
Yep, so guest participation in temperature check prior to entry. So we got to have our temperature checks and you've got to remain 2 meters apart. But I can imagine if it was busy in here, so when the park reopens and letting guests in to ride rides, this would get pretty full pretty quick.
Yeah.
So they'll have to come up with another solution, I think, for the 2 meters when they actually fully reopen.
Isn't it? Yeah.
But it's very good for the gardens, obviously there's no queue, so it's very good for now.
5.9.
I actually use one.
5.9, yeah, also.
Now we were all bang on the same temperature, weren't we? So we're in. What did you just say, Charlie, off camera?
It's good to be back.
It
Doesn't
feel
it?
good. It's very weird to be back.
It is.
With the environment. I mean, it's all, the streamers are up, the music's on.
Yep, so it feels like Alton Towers in a sense that they've got everything going, and you can hear the sounds, but nothing's open. I mean, look, every single shop is shut. There's really not many people here, so yeah, it just feels a little eerie, I would
like
say.
Charlie said, it's really good to be back.
It is. It's just nice to be out somewhere that we absolutely love.
And see
And
the
walking
part
around
of
and
the
seeing
park
it.
that we don't normally get to see on a day out. You know, we concentrate on the coasters and standing in queues all day, so it's nice to be able to go walk around the gardens and take that time to do it.
It is, because we've done it before we started doing the channel, and we really like a walk around the gardens. But
So
when you come
I
here,
won't go on Sky Ride.
yeah, Ali will not take the sky ride. But yeah, we tend to focus on the rides a lot more than we do the gardens, so it is going to be nice to get down there. Oh, and it's nice just being able to see the grounds as well. One of the really nice things about Alton Towers is the grounds. I mean, the lake and the view over it.
It's like, I'm just taking it all in. It's absolutely amazing and it feels brilliant to be back.
stopping for the usual photo shot at Mutiny Bay.
We are, we're both warned not to touch anything.
Can you hear that?
Silence.
So we're here at Katanga Canyon and we love the music when we walk past here, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely silent.
It's just a sad feeling.
It is. There's no ride noise, and Ali, you just said it really makes you realise how much noise it actually generates, doesn't it? Because when you're here and it's just eerily silent.
You realise how many people will be in the park on a normal day and all the rides. I mean, we're stood next to the Wicker Man.
You'd usually hear the roar of the car going round the track and the flames.
Screams. There's just absolutely nothing. You can hear the birds cheeping away. It's just absolutely bizarre.
But a good tip if you are coming here to see the gardens is that the Mutiny Bay toilets are open. So if you come in through the main entrance,
there was a queue and I didn't fancy waiting in the queue with the kids.
No, and you can see how dead it was when we were here, and there was a queue right along the railing at the top there for the main entrance toilets. So if you skip those, walk down to Mutiny Bay, you'll find the toilets are open just there and no queue.
Sorry, Charlie's just spotted an ice cream van.
I thought he was spotting the duck. We can see a duck as well, but look, here we are. Look, the Wicker Man behind us. We cannot wait for a ride on that again, right?
No, looking forward to it.
Really can't wait to get back on that. It's such a shame just to see it stood there and no action at all, not running round. We are hoping to catch it testing later on, aren't we, guys?
We hope so.
It'd be wicked to see that running round the track again. On we go then, down towards the gardens though, that's what we're here for.
It is.
And we've heard that there is a water fountain show at 12:30.
Yay!
Are we looking forward to that?
Yeah. 12 o'clock, Daddy.
So yeah, we'll definitely stay there and see that. 12 o'clock is it, not 12:30?
12 to 12:30.
Okay then, to the gardens.
We do.
So Charlie has been measuring his height all summer long because he's desperate to get on Galactica. Are we there yet?
I'm there.
You there?
We're just about there. High five.
He's taller than 1.4 meters. I think that means when the rides reopen, we'll be watching him ride Galactica for the first time.
Rita.
And who's this?
Mr. Ducky.
Mummy's gonna run.
Ali really has a fear of birds. I'm hoping it goes near.
I don't.
He's decided he's following me.
He's not happy with you, Dad.
I've got no food. There's more. He's proper running for us, some of these. Look at them.
We don't have anything.
What?
I suppose maybe they'll be used to getting fed, actually,
They will.
whilst all the people are here over the summer and nobody's been here dropping food and then feeding.
Charlie's got an extra sandwich in his bag. He asked for another ham sandwich, so we might just be giving the bread away.
Yeah, do.
Walking by battle galleons, that is a time for adventure favourite right there, isn't it? We absolutely love battle galleons. Not that we really get much weather where it's absolutely perfect to go on it in this country. But whether rain or shine, we usually end up on there getting soaking wet, don't we?
Yeah.
And soaking a lot of other people, by the way.
The most people.
We do quite well, don't we?
Yeah. Just started to rain as well.
I know, typical. No rain forecast for today, so we get the tickets and now it's starting to spit with rain.
And no raincoats, no brollies. I took the waterproofs out.
And one of the things actually that we just did heading here today was because we've basically been sat in the house for weeks, as we told you in that first vlog back.
We've done nothing. Tell you what, we're going to go stand on this tree while we talk to you.
We've given ourselves some extra incentive to get out there and do lots of walking, haven't we? And we've entered some virtual marathon challenges. So basically, as we get out and around the parks from now, all the way through the next 18 months, we set ourselves a series of challenges in miles, haven't we? And for each one, we're going to get a medal, aren't we?
We are. So what do you remember what the first one is?
26 miles.
That's right, I believe it's around about 26.2 miles for the Inca Trail. So yeah, we're hoping we'll nail off, a good 10 miles maybe today. We reckon we can rack that off. with the ultimate goal being getting over 2,200 miles and doing Route 66. So if you're watching us over the next year, 18 months, hopefully you'll see our progress actually at getting those medals.
We'll definitely show you the medals as and when we get them.
Oh yeah, because I mean they look cool from what we've seen online, and we're looking forward to getting them. It's just another thing to do as a family, isn't it? We're going to be out here walking around these places and hopefully getting a little bit fitter, walking off some of that lockdown. And yeah, well, I definitely need it. So yeah, we thought why not give ourselves that bit of an extra push so that even when we're not on park, it gives us that bit of an exercise, you know, push to get out there and do a bit more. So yeah, we're going to stand under this tree for a minute, because if you can't quite make out, no, I don't think you can on the camera, but it's raining, it's drizzling, isn't it? I'd say drizzling. It's not pelting it down, but it's certainly wouldn't be the most pleasant. So we're going to wait under here for 5 minutes and then we're going to head down to the gardens. Choices, right? Oh, is that where we're heading? These trees are absolutely massive, aren't they? Yeah, just naturally. See where they get some of the inspiration from with actually some of the stuff they use in the rides, actually. I'm not so sure it's a bench tree, but you could definitely sit on it with how it's grown outwards there, couldn't you? Look at the view.
But we can see the towers from here, which...
You can, just up there, coming into shot, beyond the trees. But it is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? They have such really nice grounds. Alton Towers.
They do, it's so pretty, and I don't think we appreciate it when we come out.
Not as much as
work goes into the gardens as well as the rides.
Oh, and keeping this, yeah. I mean, you're looking down there and all the bushes on the way down to the bottom, so we're still quite close to the top, aren't we, really? You've got to work your way all the way down here. And there's the lake at the bottom where the fountain is, and that's where the show is going to be at 12 o'clock.
Not long.
But yeah, you've got all these lovely shaped bushes along here. We've seen like a bush archway over to our left, just behind the pavilion, which we're going to be going to in a minute. And yeah, it just feels nice to come here for a walk, doesn't it?
Calming, doesn't it? You can hear the little waterfalls from all the water features. It's just really peaceful and nice.
You like to come to nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we're seeing like the nature or natural side of Alton Towers, aren't we?
It takes you back to maybe what it was like years ago when people actually lived here and all the grounds that they had.
Yeah, before they actually started putting rides in and things like that. Oh, look at this, like a little rock
look at that.
Cave or tunnel entrance.
I feel like I need to go in it.
We've been around the gardens before, but I can't recall seeing that before.
Maybe it's a secret.
You think it were a little prison?
It might be a secret passage button in there.
Well, if somebody's watching the vlog that knows what that was, let us know in the comments. And look at this, how awesome does that look?
Whoa.
All the little hedges.
How romantic is this?
Romantic?
Yeah.
We've got the kids with us.
Could you imagine having like some pretty lights up and how lovely that'd look on a night time?
It would look nice with lights, it looks nice as it is, but yeah. I'm not going to lie, that statue looks a little bit like E.T. holding something on his shoulder.
And he's got a penis.
Yeah, so you spotted the fact that he was naked, did you?
The romance has died. I was just saying, wonder how many groundsmen it takes to look after all of these. So all the different shrubbery, cutting the grass, the tree maintenance.
Oh, it must be an insane amount. Hopefully we've managed to show you just some of the views, really, just the vast amount of area that this actually covers. And you got to think it's right in like a valley, really, isn't it? Because you go really far down and then far up the other side. We've walked it many a time, as Ali says, because she just can't do the sky ride. So it's usually either a long walk all the way around the park to get from Forbidden Valley up there towards Dark Forest, or it's a walk straight down and back up the gardens.
I don't think, because we're always in a rush to get to another ride, we've never appreciated the gardens themselves.
Yeah, we're usually rushing to pack as many rides in as possible, and we just fly through the garden.
And this is such a good opportunity to actually take us time. I say take us time, the boys are like Sonic at the moment, running around everywhere. So we're kind of rushing ourselves, but it's nice to just slowly take it all in.
It is, it really is. And there's just something different on every single level. Like we had like the summer house just up there, didn't we? And we got these nice archways just down here.
These look a bit more gothic, don't they?
Yeah.
Whereas conservatories are really nice, light, airy.
And then you got the just amazing views from the top over the kind of valley, haven't you, with the trees and the backdrop and the house behind you, and lots of photo spots. Like if you wanted to take some pictures, which we've been doing sort of in and out of filming, just take lots of nice little pictures.
We went to Temple Newsom for our pre-wedding photo shoot, but walking around these gardens kind of makes you think, I wish I'd have known.
What, and you would have done the pre-wedding photo shoot at Alton Towers?
I think so.
I think we would now, definitely, yeah.
I think with knowing the gardens are here and what they have and what they offer, yeah.
Looking for what, Charlie?
The water.
You can hear it just beyond us, can't you?
Oh,
yeah, look, it's flowing down here.
and there. Oh, wow, yeah.
And what's that, George? Is it coming from the other side?
That path flows down here. If it was, I would rather be
Now,
in Splash Landings today.
You'd rather be in Splash Landing? It is a nice day for Splash Landings, isn't it?
Even though we know there's people about, we've been walking and we don't really come across anybody, do we?
No, you can easily stay way more than 2 meters apart. So if you're heading down here to the gardens, it is
Relatively quiet.
yeah, it's quiet, and it is pretty easy to be safe and at a good distance, isn't it?
I mean, we have got Mass in his bag just in case. We didn't know how busy it was going to be, but feel that there's nobody around, so I think we're safe enough.
And also, if you're heading down to the gardens, we didn't mention how much it costs actually.
We didn't know.
So I think if you're coming just as a general visitor, just to have a look around the gardens, the park seems to be open as well in terms of you can wander around.
You can walk round, which will be good to see.
Yeah, and look at the rides, but obviously you can't go on them and they're not actually running. Or they will be, but just testing. But I think it's £12, isn't it, to get in as just a general paying guest. Whereas if you've got an Alton Towers season pass or a Merlin annual pass, it's only £1.
The water from up there and comes down here, it goes down there.
I know, we've just seen. But the value of that is just fantastic, isn't it?
It is.
So to come in here and have a nice walk around here as pass holders for £4 is absolutely fantastic. It is really, really nice. Just a different day out, isn't it?
It's definitely been worth it so far. We've only been here an hour and kids are loving it. They're off, they're doing what they love best, walking and talking, and it's just nice to be out the house.
And if you've been getting out of your house during lockdown and going on walks, some of those walks you probably do the same one. Like even us, we've only just started going out, but we go to the same place and the same walk on Temple Newsom, and that's going to get a bit old, isn't it? Whereas coming somewhere totally new to a place you love but probably don't get to appreciate as much is actually a really nice thing.
Charlie's found somewhere new to walk.
Please, right past the gate.
Oh yeah, no entry there. And we're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Look at that behind us. And we think this is where the water show is going to be.
This is it.
What, in the next 20 minutes or so? There's people making their way around here. There's barriers, obviously, where you're told not to stand because I think you get very wet. But we're excited, looking forward to the water show.
Yeah.
So the fountain is mega high, isn't it?
It is now.
So it looks like it's just absolutely pelting it down, didn't you? I like it. It looks amazing though, doesn't
so
it?
Pretty.
It is really, really nice.
Because on each side it turns and
It's just getting higher and higher though, the water.
Yep, so as Ali
Sorry.
said, the water's getting higher and higher, and Charlie said it keeps sort of going round it, doesn't it, and dropping off of each side. And I don't think the camera does it justice, just the scale of it really. It is absolutely huge, isn't it? And the water, I mean this thing must be, oh, how many feet tall, Ali?
Oh, I don't know.
12.
12?
I think double you.
The fountain's much bigger than double me, Ali. Dear me, if I was half the size of that, I'd be considered a giant.
4 of you.
It's probably about 10 guys.
Doubt even Hagrid's like the size half of that. I bet you that's at least, what, 10 of me? It must be 60 foot the actual fountain.
Oh, the fountain, I thought you meant the water itself. It was sorry.
Well, Ali, the water is also about, oh, that must be about 30 foot.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being overkind. 18, 24, but it's absolutely massive anyway, isn't it? So if you've got a 60 foot fountain, and then what, 20 odd, 30 foot waterfall, that's nearly 100 foot that. I mean, it's absolutely massive. So if you head down here and you come to see the fountain when it's on, which is the show, you won't be disappointed. It looks absolutely amazing.
I'm sure there will be some sort of proper name for this fountain, but
It's the
at the
Pagoda
moment-
Fountain, I believe.
My app's not working, I've got no internet connection, so I can't tell you. Okay, Charlie.
Steep hills. Oh, that place didn't have much headroom, did it? No, you wouldn't. Not in all of this. Dear me.
Even Charlie.
And all these steps. And it definitely takes it out of you, doesn't it, Charlie?
Tongue sticking out at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Just keeps coming, doesn't it? All the nice views and the nice things to see. So we come out of the gardens now, we're heading up towards the towers. We can hear music again, can't we?
Finally.
But I'm actually wondering now that we're here, it's
No,
just spoiled
you
it.
can't.
I was thinking, can we get a little sneak view of the outside of the new David Williams ride? But actually just up there, under the gates, if you can make them out, there is actually like a little barrier, so you can't get in
They
there.
don't want to spoil it though for us next year, because it'll be something for us to look forward to.
Oh, it will. It will. We are looking forward to it. Massive fans of the David Walliams
George
books.
particularly, aren't you?
George has read every single one. So when we heard that that was coming to Alton Towers, Gangster Granny, we were really excited to get on that ride.
George has also challenged me to read the book before we come next year, so...
Yeah. So yeah, we got to wait till 2021, but we'll definitely be getting here to have a ride on it, and fingers crossed, staying in one of the Gangster Granny rooms in the Alton Towers Hotel.
We like a sleepover here, don't we?
We do, so we'll be trying to show you what that looks like hopefully in the future.
Smiler.
Oh, you seen the Smiler? Oh yeah, we can see it just beyond the trees here. So we're gonna head around now, maybe try and see if we can catch a few of these rides, testing. And
doesn't look like they are though today. It's
no,
all
we've
quite
not seen
still in the park.
any go around yet that we've walked by. But yeah, and we're also going to eat a bit of lunch. We brought lunch with us.
As always.
Sticking to the health kick though this time, and we've got salads. And yeah, we always bring a packed lunch, but I think especially now whilst eating options are quite limited, it's definitely worth bringing a lunch with you.
Here is Mr Quackers with his two little friends. I'm gonna follow him. Mr Quackers. And his friend is over there.
So we've just eaten, and we found out that the rides actually test during the week, haven't we?
Yeah.
Mondays up to Fridays.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any ride testing here on a weekend. So we're going to go around and see if we can say hello to some of our favourite rides, aren't we?
Yeah.
We think there's probably barriers that stop you getting around in certain sections for safety, and that makes sense.
There is one up there.
And we've just seen the one here at X Sector. It's actually right at the X Sector gate, so you can't get down. But we can make out the Smiler here,
right next to us.
and we can see Oblivion just ahead. So yeah, we'll pan you around as we say hello Smiler, and and hello to Oblivion just there. So you've just seen this board here for Gangster Granny the ride, new for 2020. So they've still got all the boards up, haven't they, for Gangster Granny?
Just round the corner you've got Oktoberfest, Scarefest, fireworks.
Yeah, so Oktoberfest was a new sort of seasonal, how would you put it, event? That's it really, seasonal event that they were going to do here. So it's a shame really if that doesn't go ahead in some way, shape or form. And Scarefest, I think they could probably pull off a Scarefest with the shows and things like that, but it's hard to believe that they'll be able to run the scare mazes and things like that with social distancing.
And even Alton Ancestors, because they're not so close together.
Yeah, and they come up to you with the dancing and stuff. That's going to be a real change this year, isn't it? It really is.
I look forward to seeing how Alton Towers do that though.
And there's a map
they
here.
still bring out.
And we're literally right there.
Where are we?
Oh yeah, that's it. We're just up there. So we're heading down now, back towards the entrance really in CBeebies land, and Charlie's right, he's seen Spinball Wizard just beyond the trees here.
Hello Spinball Wizard! Hello CBeebies land!
Hello Battle Galleons! Hello Shark Bait Reef!
Hello Mr. Whippy, and hello to the Wicker Man!
Hello!
So we couldn't resist an ice cream, could we?
We couldn't. No.
And we've got back up here to Katanga Canyon, and look what's there!
Barriers!
Yeah, there's barriers, so we can't carry on the saying hello to rides. What did we manage? Like 4, 5 if you include.
But we can shout, hello, Runaway Mine Train.
And Jewel and Nemesis and some of our favourite rides up there.
Galactica, that's it.
One of the things that we have noticed when we've been going around the park is that the benches actually all look like they're either new benches or they've had a fresh lick of paint. But I'm going to go with new because the carving of Alton Towers into it looks new, doesn't it?
It does.
And like you say, they're like a plasticky, aren't they? They are purple painted as well, yes.
Yeah, the plastic.
But yeah, nice new benches. We might have to sit down and eat our ice cream. Charlie's already beaten us to it.
Yes. I've got to say, there's ducks everywhere as well. Every time you go near, well, just stop. There's a duck
named one
coming up to you. Yeah.
Charlie did name one of the duck. What was it called, Charlie, your duck? Charlie named a duck Quackers.
It just shows how much they're missing maybe the food that people bring, drop, leave. Because every time they see you, they're around your feet.
And actually, another observation is that we've not actually seen that many sanitizer stations, have we?
No, and the ones we have seen, the pump ones, so you've actually got to physically touch them, where I thought there might be you just put your hand underneath and be automatic, but
yeah, I mean we brought our own, so it's not been a massive concern. Ali's got it in her pocket, but yeah, I actually thought we'd see a bit more, just kind of dotted all over the park, and we've not seen that.
I've got to admit, not only that, maybe a one-way system, because you're allowed just to walk wherever, which isn't bad because, as we've said, there's not many people here. But if
capacity goes up when they open the rides, it'll be much busier then.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that changes as Alton Towers look to reopen on the 4th of July. Just whether they do actually put any kind of markers in for people to walk, like, more sanitizer stations.
Dividing the path, so one's up, one's down, you know, just think silly little things like that, really.
But I guess we'll find out in July, because we're hoping to come back. The entrance procedure and the check-in, the temperature check-in, that was all good. That went really smoothly. I mean, get me right. We were all the exact same temperature.
Because we had the aircon on in the car.
But yeah, that was all really good, and I know it was a quiet day, but they were really quick.
Oh, quick! Checked your bags. Excuse me, which they normally do, but it were gloves on, face masks on. They were really thorough, just brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah. So we're gonna finish these up because you don't want to watch us eating ice creams. We're probably gonna have another little toddle around the gardens, and then we'll sum up the day. Really, we'll head back towards the car and sum up the day. It has, and we're hoping that we might get a sneaky peek into Forbidden Valley by coming up this way. What's in there, Charlie? No skeletons. So, watch us down here around the other side of the rock. Let's have a little look. Oh wow. There'd be a jump in there, wouldn't it? There we had a walk around Haunted Hollow, which we noticed was open, and we thought we might be able to sort of cheat our way up there, didn't we?
Wishful thinking, really, wasn't it?
Towards Gloomy Wood and Jewel, and maybe into Forbidden Valley, but no, they were closed, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I mean, which is good, as we say, so you're not just allowed to roam around the park here. It's to keep everything safe, but you are allowed around a good portion, aren't you?
Certainly are.
So you can have a little walk around Mutiny Bay. The toilets are open there. There's all the gardens. You can get up towards X Sector, and there's lots of places to sit and eat food, isn't there?
There are. There's plenty. And a nice day like today, there's plenty of gardens. So you've got
it would have been a really good.
In the garden themselves. You all right, a fly?
You all right? We had an attack of a fly there for Charlie. But yeah, I've had a fantastic day.
We all have, yeah.
It would have been a good time for splash landings.
It would have been nice with splash landings, but it's been nice just having the walk, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So Alton Towers is actually 40 years old this year, celebrating its 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And we would have never thought our first visit this year was going to be like this, but do you know what? We've made the most of it and we've thoroughly enjoyed it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Some of the views in the garden are fantastic. You get some stunning views across the valley. We had a nice sit-down picnic. You can hear all the bird song. I mean, it's just been a really, really nice day, hasn't it?
If you're still here without the roller coasters, on and you're not on them, it's still a fantastic day.
Oh, there you go. That's a recommendation indeed there. And I think that's a perfect way to wrap it up, really. As Charlie just said, even if the roller coasters aren't on, you're still going to have a fantastic day. So we hope you enjoyed this one. We are going to be, in fact, we'll be there today when this vlog goes out, we think. But we are going to be at Yorkshire Wildlife Park. So until that one comes live, we will see you in the next one. Bye.